What is going on, my future meta millionaires? I am your host Terry, and welcome to my channel, baby. Buy the dip. All right, guys, let's get into today's video. We're gonna start out here first on George's Twitter page, where he was replying back. My man George was very active today. So there's this post going around about Fidelity showing out some different prices on, the preferred shares and the dividends and things like that. So here we got one of our fellow meta millionaires replied back, Perspective 508. He tagged Fidelity Investments, and Fidelity replied back to this issue. So real quick, here's the pictures that the person showed, and there you go, Fidelity and Webull. So Fidelity here says, thanks for reaching out. We are happy to help, but we are waiting on the transfer agent to provide us more details of when MetaMaterials preferred shares will be issued. Please reach out to MetaMaterials Investor Relations to learn more. So, ironic enough, George replied back. You can see the Fidelity was 2 hours ago. George replied back 35 minutes ago. Dear Fidelity, please kindly check with your back office. You will find that the preferred A dividend shares have already, he put that in capital, already been issued in July by the DTCC under the new CUSIP. They don't yet have a value. With respect, CEO, MetaMaterials, PS. This is true for all, in capital letters, brokerage houses. Down here he says, hello, many brokers have made several mistakes with the dividend. For example, some have put a nominal price of $1 without justification. Some have no value. If Fidelity's giving you money for the dividend, it's certainly not coming from MMAT at this time. Hope this helps. And this is where he replied back to that person on their post there on Twitter. So I did look up the word nominal, and you can see the Google dictionary here. It says a very small or far placed below the real value or cost. Let's go back to that again. Nominal is a very small or far below the real value or cost. And George here said some have put a nominal price of $1 without justification. So if I'm putting on my detective hat, George is saying, now I could be wrong. This is just how I'm taking it. Comment down below how you're taking it. But I'm taking George saying that he believes that the dollar is nominal because he thinks that dollar is too low for what the dividend is going to be. That's what I'm taking it, because he's expecting dividend to be a lot higher. That's right. The dividend he's expecting is going to be more than $1. We may get $3, $5, $10. Who knows what we're going to get. But it is nice to see George out here replying back to people, answering questions on the dividend. I know this is a very big topic, the preferred shares. I still get this to this day. When am I getting my dividend? How much is my dividend? Guys, I can only tell you, you'll find out the same time I'm going to find out, but we do know that I believe they have to have the dividend, the assets sold by year-end 2021, and I believe the dividends paid. Now, like I said, if I'm wrong, please just comment down below, correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. And George is here kind of covering that topic, so I just wanted to go in here and cover that. Now, guys, we got to go to, first I'm going to go right to Fidelity, right to the short sale transactions, and I want to give you the spreadsheet. Here you go. MMAT short sale transactions for yesterday, August the 18th. We're going to scroll down here and just get the juicy numbers. The total short sale transactions was 100. The total shares shorted was 301,763 shares. The total dollar amount of shares shorted, $897,337.01. You go ahead and take a look at the charts. There's a couple big ones here. There was a person that did 9,000 shares, 8,000, 7,800, 8,000, and we got one there, 8,900. We go over here to the value of those shorts, $24,000. Another one at 27,000, 24,000, 23,000, 25,000. So there's a lot of people still shorting the heck out of the stock. Now, Let's go take a look at the short interest. I find it interesting enough that the short squeeze score actually went down to a 48.43. We're just ranked right there in the middle. Now, I did find here that the short shares availability kind of stayed the same because we ended yesterday at 500,000 shares. People did return, people bought in, people returned, bought in. Ended the day at 600,000 shares available, left to short at a leading brokerage, a leading prime brokerage. Doesn't tell us which one. But the short borrow fee rates have went up. The last update was 2 hours ago and it's going to cost 2.33% if they're looking to short the stock. We like seeing that going up. We want them to cost them more if it's going to, if they're looking to short the stock, we want them to pay. So real quick, yesterday the 18th, the combined short volume ratio of the shares that were short was 60.4%. If we look here on the 19th, the FINRA short volume ratio is 55.36. And it looks like today will probably be in that 50 range again because actually there was, almost, just on the FINRA, like 1.9 million shares less traded today. So that is very interesting. And about 1.1 million less short shares on today as well. But of the shares that was traded, they were shorting the heck out of it. You can believe it. Yes, they was. Now, I want to go here and take a look at the institutional owners, guys. Check out this ownership accumulation score. We're up to a 98.49, which means that the big totes are buying in and they're holding. We're ranked 281 out of 118,000 stocks. I think when I first was covering this here on the Fintel, there was only like 30 or 40,000 stocks, and now there's 118,000 stocks, and we're ranked number 281. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to go take a look at the buyers. Now we'll go over this first one here, this TIF investment program. I don't know why that's considered in the buyer category, but whatever. It's here as a buyer, but it's not technically a buyer. They actually sold their shares. But we get out here. We got 1, 2, 3 different index funds today, guys. Bought shares. And I mean, the one index fund has an average price of $7.49 when they bought 24,000 shares. We got another index fund has an average price of $4.81 at 2,150 shares. Now, this here, I don't know where they got this number at, but this other index fund says their average price is $94.24. I would like to believe that's $4.24, but they have over 4,000 shares. Now, I think people buying these amount of shares, they're in it for the long term. These are index funds, guys. It's nice to see index funds buying into the stock. Now, we got to go look at the sellers. We only have the one seller, and that's this TIF investment program. So let's go to that. The TIF investment program, they disclosed ownership of negative 90,774 shares of METATERRY with total holdings valued at negative $679,897 as of June the 30th, which was the effective date. So somewhere 30 to 45 days around this effective date, this company did sell out of 90,000 shares. So that is a big one to lose. I'm not going to lie. That's a big one to miss out on. Also here, guys, keep in mind, Meta released news today right on their METATERRY page. Meta announces re-owned scientists to join the new scientific advisory board. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with this and read it. I do think that you need to go in here and read this and get this information out and, digest this information yourself. But Meta does have an announcement, so please go check it out. And I do say I'm here on George's StockTwits account, and I did see here, I was reading through one of these posts and I found it, but I just want to tell you the story of it. But George replied back to someone. Someone said about coming to the METATERRY facility to check it out and get a tour. And George replied back and said, as long as you're fully vaccinated and you contact us through the email he provided, you can schedule up an appointment. That would be pretty cool. And that got me thinking. I know they're opening up the new facility, I believe, in California. Would George and the METATERRY be interested in bringing out the YouTubers that have supported the stock for like a tour, and we could do videos at the facility. So that would be pretty cool. I mean, I don't mind telling you guys, I'm fully vaccinated. Fully vaccinated. I would love to go there if George would invite us out. I think it's in California, but that'd be so cool. Now, I know there's a lot of people cover Meta. Now, the people I follow, you guys probably know. I follow Uncle Smokey and I follow Sterling. So it would be an honor if George, once the facility's up and running, I want the facility to be running, you know, all done. I want to go out there when it's completed so we can give the YouTube family a good video tour of the building, maybe get some interviews with George, you know, get a couple of us YouTubers out there. That would be so sweet, man. I can see George being that kind of CEO to do that, because George is out here replying back to people, you know, that had these questions and this FUD and all this bull crap. George is out there defending it, man. He's out there clearing his case, and that's why I got it right there. In George we trust, because we do. So if George ever sees this, once we get that facility up, I would love to get an invite to go out and check it out, the one in California. That would be pretty cool. So guys, that's all I got for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Go check out the Patreon link down below. I'm hoping to put out some new videos this weekend. I do want to say sorry to the Patreon family, man. It's been crazy. I've been working crazy hours, but I am going to put out a video this weekend for the Patreon group. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash a thumbs up. Check out the links down below. And baby, let's go.